Spiritual coaches. Am I one? Can I be one? Should I be one? Who are they? What are they like? What do they have? What do they do? What are they being? I want to talk to you about this a little bit in real life. I'm going to share with you in real life. I am excited. I am lit up. I am high energy because I just met with some of the new spiritual coaches in training in Spiritual Coach School. We just had an amazing call, and I've got to share some of this with you because the group that gathered both were very unique in their life experience. Hi, it's great to see you. In their messages. And they had a lot of things in common and a lot of things in common with me. So I'm going to give you an idea right now because this is 12 days of spiritual coaching, day 10. Anything that you've missed, I have been interviewing spiritual coaches and I have been coming to you live every day. Just put hashtag 12 days of spiritual coaching up in the search bar, up in the left-hand corner on Facebook, and you can pull all of that up. So in this group, here are some of what was there, where people were unique and where people crossed over. And this is very consistent with coaching in general. I have been in the coaching industry and the coaching world for over a decade, and I have a passion for training and certifying spiritual coaches and showing the helpers and healers, the transformational specialists, the change agents, how to use the spiritual coaching model for everything they do to build a profitable and sustainable business. For one, some of them had been in collaborative books. One of them who showed up in my spiritual coach school, we were in a collaborative book together. Remember, this is a hybrid program. You have access to me one-to-one. You have access to the group, to the community, and you have access to all the teaching and training material. Coming into a group dynamic like that, I've been in lots of them, masterminds, group programs over time. And it's so exciting to see the synergy of the group come together because it is not a coincidence. Once the first person steps in the container that I have created, they call each other in. They have soul contracts. They're meant to meet. They're supposed to engage, and you will, across the board, always find all these commonalities and common paths, and you start seeing the way they're going to help each other. Can you tell how excited I am? There are friends, travel buddies, potential clients, mentors, teachers, coaches. All of that you will find inside the group, peers, collaborative partners. So some had been in collaborative books, some had written books and then didn't know what to do with them. Thank you for the hearts, for the love and the likes, and thank you for being here for 12 days of spiritual coaching. Some had been told they should be writing a book, but they didn't understand how it would all fit together, so they hadn't done it yet. Some of them had podcasts. Some of them had started a podcast and then they didn't finish it. I have just launched a brand new podcast. I have written 2 books. I'm writing my 3rd book. I've been in collaborative books. We had multiple Reiki masters. Then we had a couple of nurses who had also moved over from the health world into the healing world, and one had been doing energy medicine in hospice environment. I come from a therapeutic world as a therapist, and I came out of the medical model into the healing world as well. We had mediums, multiple mediums, and mediums who wouldn't say they were mediums, but they have those gifts. We had nurses. We had psychics, we had healers, we had a realtor who's also a medium. She has a big business and she's the breadwinner of her family, and people bump up against that come to me all the time. We had moms, we had grandmothers. One was getting ready to be a great grandmother for the first time. We had wives who'd been in long-term marriages. We had women who were not in partnerships right now. Thank you so much for the hearts and the loves. We had a school teacher, and I told her what I'll tell you. In the coaching world, there are so many school teachers. And I get lots of nurses too, because your gifts translate very well. And oh, did we have tools. One woman said, I keep coming to the table to create this, and I don't know what to sell, when, and how, and I have so many tools. Well, just energy healing modalities alone, I have times 100. All the certifications, all of the trainings, all of the master level in all of those things. I love energy medicine, and I'm really good at working with energy, and I'm very sensitive to it. They had so many tools, modalities, tools, and processes. And I had a lot of those as well, which is why my spiritual coaching model works, to create a profitable and sustainable business. Because chasing after one-off sessions and charging your minutes for dollars, it doesn't work in the long run. I've done it. I've built it up to full time. And the mediums that were on there tonight were telling me what I already know, because I went out and did it. I did mediumship readings, straight up readings. My business started with healings, and then psychic work, and then mediumship work. All of it. The medium said, I can only do so many medium readings. It's true. When I did mediumship and trained professionally as a medium, before that, medium just kind of would come in. Medium would come in and spontaneously, and I didn't have a lot of control, and it was like a bonus. It was like gravy. Then I trained professionally as a medium and a platform medium, and I will tell you, nothing, not coaching, not psychic work, not energy healing, affects your body and your energy like mediumship. Mediums need to have other avenues, and they need a business that has the money to take care of themselves. I do not want a medium reading for me who's been working a job that's killing her, that she hates, and she's trying to do this on nights or weekends, and she's exhausted and she's running herself into the ground. No, I want a medium who is trained, dedicated, committed, and is a professional. And that's what they are doing with their life. That is their business. That's who I want working on me and with me and for me. All of this, yes, exactly. All of this comes into this place where I'm teaching you this model that works. I've been using it for over a decade now. It makes you better. It allows you to serve at your highest and best for the highest and best of others. It's a great model. It feels good. The people get immense healing and transformation. Again, I talked about two things. To all the struggling practitioners and the people that are doing readings and healings as single sessions. Think about all those clients that keep coming back to you saying, when can I have another session? How quick can I have another session? Because they don't know how to ask for it in any other way. What they want is access to you and your energy for their own healing and transformation. And my model teaches you to offer that to them. They don't need a mediumship reading every week, even a healing session or a psychic reading. That doesn't serve them. In the same way, think about any of you who've been doing these sessions. What happens when your client get off your table? That's what I started seeing. My business started as a hands-on healing, a local live healing center, and people came in and got on my table. And then my mediumship and psychic gifts opened up. But I saw What happens when my clients get off the table? Okay, great. I'll see you when you need me again. And then they come back when they're in crisis again. But if I could have worked with them for a period of time in a container where I held them and I brought all my gifts to the table, and people will pay for this when you structure it, price it, and promote it right, and know how to talk about it right, and you have a clear message, a clear offer, and you create a clear path every single time. Then I can help them, not just wait until they come back to get on my table again. This is the magic of this. And once you offer it, a lot of times there are already people in my client's world that love it and have wanted it. They just didn't know how to ask for it. So all of these that I'm telling you, they were all people who showed up to learn more about being a spiritual coach, to teach and train as a spiritual coach. They have vocations: nurse, teacher, therapist, realtor, school teacher. They have gifts. They have talents. They have abilities. They have life experiences, life lessons. They have callings: write a book, speak on stage. Some told me tonight, people keep asking me about teaching classes, development classes, and I keep saying, I'll let you know when I have them together and when they're ready. And I see this too much, and I say, no, you want to offer it when the people show up asking for it. They will go find it somewhere else. They won't always come back. You could teach these classes right now with what you have, and I can put them in a framework so you can teach them and fill them and be on your way. It's all there, the proven strategies and processes. People have gone ahead of me. I've gone ahead of you. We bring it back. I haven't been without a coach since 2009. It keeps me accelerated. I haven't had to have a job since 2006. I learn, I grow, I evolve. My business grows and evolves. I use the coaching model that I brought from the coaching world back to the intuitive and healing arts world. It also works on clients. I've had clients in MLMs. I had a client building a brick and mortar diet center. I have had organic farmers. I have had lawyers, all kinds of clients. This works because it's based in you understanding how to build a personality brand, build an online presence and platform, and use the coaching model that's proven. It is a billions-dollar industry. I don't even know the numbers, and it's doing nothing but growing. And I also teach you how social media is a power tool that didn't exist when I started my business. It came in quickly. Before it, I try to tell people, love it or hate it, use it. It's available at your fingertips. Before we had it, we had to learn direct mail, buying lists, building your email list in other ways, and we had to pay. The business I have now, I would have had to either have working capital or a loan or an angel investor, and I would have needed 6 figures, 100,000 or more, to buy and drive the traffic that I have done organically to build a multi-6-figure business. This is just what is. Social media is leveling the playing field so more people can show up and do this and be this and have this. And that's why I'm so excited. Yes, you have to learn to get visible. Yes, you'll bump up against your terror barriers and your fears and your mindset and your energy management and all of that. But everything you desire is available to you. It's universal law. I work with universal laws, law of attraction and all the other laws. I work with energy and intuition. I use all those tools and gifts and abilities with you, and I teach you solid strategy. So I work with you intuitively, energetically, and strategically. all at the same time to practice and master your craft, the personal and spiritual growth and development you need to become the person to answer the calling and get the results and create the life and the business you desire, and how to build and grow the business, all of it at one time. I draw on solid strategies. My business just celebrated its 14th anniversary, and we're going into our 15th year. So I know a thing or two about this for you. I'm a former therapist. Then I went to seminary. I became a hospital chaplain. Before that, I worked in the psychiatric hospital. I ran domestic violence shelters. I worked in crisis and trauma. Then I got rid of my license and I went out. I was serving also in the church. And then I went out and I created my own business, beginning with a local healing center and then took it online and global. I can speak to all of those. I've written books. My books bring me clients. I've spoken on stages. I've done psychic, medium, healing, coaching, speaking, teaching. I run courses. I run masterminds. I now have spiritual coach school. Let me tell you real quick, go to bethecontribution.com, bethecontribution.com. I have comprehensive information there for you. And there's a button you can click if you want to talk to me in person. You can talk to me by phone, email, or direct messenger. I'm available to talk to you now to help you get in. Get on these live calls. Get in this community. This powerful community was just a handful of the people that have come into spiritual coach school. And I have some on the other side of the world, so I am accommodating people's schedules for this. They were lighting up about each other as much as lighting up about working with me and all the content and curriculum. I want to talk to you. I want to show you the power in this and what you can do, be, and have this year now. So reach out and go to bethecontribution.com or just go right to Facebook right now and send me a direct message. I'm so excited about Spiritual Coach School. We are open and on our way. We were already masterminding and planning with all these people, all the things they're going to do. I gave them strategies tonight so they can start getting clients and making money. And I coached them in their fears and their mindset and all of these things, all of these pieces. Spiritual coaching is a big umbrella that a lot of people can come under. And I've been asked, well, do I have to have spiritual gifts, or do I have to be intuitive or a healer? Thank you so much. Thank you. It was awesome. No, you just have to be living by some spiritual principles, universal laws, or some philosophy and you have life experiences. You've had some kind of spiritual journey in whatever way you understand that. I've had lots of clients who've come to this through a sobriety journey. That's a spiritual journey. I had one in my group now who came through a sobriety journey. They are all very different and alike. Near-death experiences, sobriety journey, abuse, trauma, and crisis. A lot of intuitives and healers had severe childhood trauma and abuse and crisis, and they find me, and I don't always talk about this in my marketing, but that was my specialty when I was a therapist. There is no coincidence. These people find me and I can help them when their trauma is getting activated. And I can help them so they can take care of themselves while they're helping everyone else. Spiritual Coach School, Spiritual Coach School, bethecontribution.com. Let me know if you want to talk to me. Let's get you in before the next live call. I have 2 founding member spaces still available, which brings some pretty special bonuses, including a weekend intensive spiritual retreat with the group of other founding members, plus a 90-day deep dive private coaching session with me. 2 more founding member spaces left. Step into them. I want to work with you. I'm so excited. If you have questions, reach out or post them in the comments below. And I've got 2 more days of 12 days of spiritual coaching. Hashtag 12 days of spiritual coaching. You'll find all of it. And I want to make sure you know I've started releasing 1 a day. I did the 3rd one today. I interviewed spiritual coaches from all these different realms and all these different ways they are being a spiritual coach. Because I can tell you and I can talk about it all day long, but I interviewed them and I'm putting one out every day on my Facebook page, or you can find it using hashtag 12 days of spiritual coaching. And you can watch, and then you can go to their Facebook page and see how they're being a spiritual coach and using spiritual coaching as a model and creating massive success. I want you to see their interviews because I have trained and certified them all, and that's what I'm offering now for you. Spiritual Coach School. I will meet you where you are and help you build all of it. Being the coach and building the business and all your stuff that comes up around it. Building the personality brand and the online presence and platform. BeTheContribution.com. Stay with me. I'm so excited you're here, and I will be back for a few more days. Go find all the other content I've brought up, like the biggest mistakes made and the solutions and the resolutions to those, and all different pieces for you to consider. And tonight, if you just got on here, go back and watch the replay when I'm done with the live, because I told you all the people that were in the room in Spiritual Coach School tonight on our call, and everywhere they intersected and everywhere they were the same and everywhere they were different. And it was so exciting. I'm glowing with it because I've already seen the potential. And this was just our first live call. Jump in, get on with us. Spiritual Coach School. I also do private coaching. I have a few spaces. You can come into Spiritual Coach School and do private coaching with me that way. Or you can come into Spiritual Coach School and then do private coaching with me. Or you can just come into private coaching. So different options. I have a few spaces. I take a handful at a time, and I have a couple. So if you want to talk to me about that, just send me a private message and we will talk this week. Blessings to you. Spiritual coaches, spiritual teachers, spiritual healers, and spiritual leaders. Come into my community. I am your coach, the premier coach for spirit workers. Spiritual Coach School is for you. Thank you so much.